chill. All right, let me just post it on Discord with the alphabet giveaway. So let's go.
Yeah, where can I find the link for the abstract sheet?
It's in the comments. My post. I just posted that as well.
Okay, cool.
Can you see that?
Yes.
No. Okay, cool. I've seen you in a lot of streams lately, Tanya. Let's fucking go.
I am really tired, but
yeah, between streams and spaces, and my goodness, hey. But you know, it's part of the game, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh shit. Let me share on our Discord.
Events.
I was gonna meet Plooshies collector in Denver, but I never get to.
You know what? He told me that in DMs as well, and he was like, "Dude, I was so close to meeting Tanya, but I don't know why we just couldn't figure that out." And I'm like, "Dude, that would have been sick."
But I wanted to, because Finn made a post about he was playing gacha when everyone was on panel, and I wanted to give him, hey, Plushie collector, if you're here, I wanted to give you these like goodies.
Yeah.
Which is like typical scratch offs. It's really fun. You can actually scratch and win Tango.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. How was it Denver, by the way?
It was fun. It was fun. I was there mostly hacking. I was in like a AI agent hacker house and building a feature for gacha. But I also met some cool people. Didn't study as much as everyone else. But Denver was nice. A lot of good people, good vibe. Denver has always been one of my favorites because there are more like devs and more technical people there to just jam ideas. But It's very different. How was NFT Paris? I actually have never been to NFT Paris. I've only been to NFT NYC.
I see. So you mostly, I don't know, like spend time at, events based in the US. Like you don't really go to any other event outside of the
I
US.
think the last time I went to Europe was because of Solana. Like it was
Oh
Breakpoint. Break
wow.
used to
Okay.
be in like Europe, and then recently the last one they changed it to um Singapore. Yeah. Previously it was
Right.
always like Portugal and then Amsterdam. So that's my only calling to Europe.
Fair enough. It's funny though because I feel like we're like the opposite because I haven't really gone to a like an NFT crypto conference in the US, mostly in Europe.
Mm.
Um, and now look, we're probably gonna go to Token 2049 Dubai, Asia as well, Singapore, the Korean Blockchain Week as well. But yeah, I don't know. Like maybe this year I'll make it to one of the US events. Maybe Art Basel. But
Oh,
we'll see about that. But yeah, I've never been to the ETH. I feel like the vibes might be different, right?
very
Like
different.
to like techie and I don't know, people focusing really on the tech side of things
Yeah, like very
rather
info.
than
Yeah.
yeah, rather than the other ones that are mostly like it's a lot of networking, a lot of side events as well that are a lot of fun. Like our side event, obviously I'm biased, but I think it was one of the best ones. Like
It looks
we got
really
really we got
cool.
really good feedback from people though. Shout out to Fifi, by the way. He's the one who organized a lot of this stuff for us to
Yeah.
be able to have that event. Like it was Project Penguins Europe with the Plooshies and other projects as well. And yeah, people were just saying like, dude, your event was so much fun. And everyone that people kept telling me that I was like, dude, everything is down to Fifi. Like he organized everything. He's I mean, he's got it, honestly. And then people were saying like, dude, I wish I didn't leave your event because I wanted to go to another one because yours was super sick. It was like
Yeah.
it was like a two-floor it was a ping pong bar, right? So people were playing people were also playing um beer pong and just simply
Are you
having
good? Are you good at beer pong?
I used to be way better back in the day. I did play like a little bit, but before everything, because I didn't even drink beer at the event, right? Like I didn't even have pizza as well because we gave pizza too. It's just because it was so hectic and crowded and and people were just wanted to get to know us and have some
Yeah.
small combos.
So
Yeah, and
you
it
have
was
to
a lot of
come
fun.
to Asia. You have to. Like
Yes, yes,
Tokyo
yes, yes.
49 in Singapore is always my favorite. Korea is pretty fun because the place is just so cool. So you have a lot of cool venue. But yeah, I
Mm,
love 2049 Singapore. You just get every single important community person,
yeah,
whatever kind of people are all there. Um, and yeah, it's F1.
yeah. I've never been to that side of the world as well. Like I've never been to Singapore, I've never been to Korea, so
Yeah,
I'm very excited for that. Also
yeah,
because by then I feel like there's gonna be a lot of stuff from our side and in general with abstract
yeah,
that once we go there, right, as like abstract and multiple projects going there and introducing the products and everything that we've been doing for like by then it would be what 8 months or so. It's gonna be pretty sick. So I'm very excited for us as the Plooshies to introduce to that market. Like Plushie Island will be live. The NFTs, the token, probably some MVPs of plushies and toys as well that we can bring there.
ooh,
So I'm very excited, right? Like I'm just throwing out stuff that could potentially happen over there, and yeah, it's just like, dude, I can't wait. Like I'm really pushing for like Singapore and KBW to be one of the main ones for us. Um,
excited.
so yeah, very excited for that, and obviously excited to like be there, right? Because I've never been there, and excited to kind of like meet some of the holders that are based in Asia as well. Kind of like expand that as well. So it should be a lot of fun. But yeah, when you were saying like how it's different, right? Like we had multiple side events, including ours. There were two hosted by Abstract. Um, those were fun, kind of hectic as well. Just a bunch of people in like really small, crowded places. But other than that, it was fun meeting new people, meeting our holders as well, meeting people who were really interested in what we're doing and asking questions related to abstract, the plushies. and obviously meeting my friends from the Pacha Penguins community, which is always a lot of fun. Um, so yeah, and Cole also was there. Maybe Cole, you can talk about your experience there.
Yeah, it was good. My first time ever coming to one.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's
right.
good to meet everyone. Good to hang out with you
Yeah,
as well for longer, because obviously we only met for like one day in Germany. So
yeah,
it was
true.
fun. And we spent
Yeah,
most of the week together. That was cool.
yeah, yeah, correct. That was cool. And it's funny. I ended up staying with the guys that we met, that we were hanging out. Do you remember, Cole? Like the guys from the tequila brand.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was fun. I mean, it is kind of like that, right? Like so, suddenly you when in these sort of like events, whether that be Paris, I don't know if that happens at December because it's quite techy and info and stuff. But then suddenly you find new group of people,
Yeah.
where you just hang out a lot, and then you go to one place and you go to this other place. Because the Plooshies team, like all of us, mostly all of us were together, particularly just for the event, right? Which was I think it was on Thursday, I think, can't remember. And then the next day, most of them left, but then a few of us stayed there, including Cole, Victor the Viking, and myself. Um, but yeah, just hanging out, have some fun, meeting people, and then I ended up staying in Paris for like 2 more weeks.
Oh,
Yeah,
Paris is always a good idea.
yeah. I mean, honestly, because that first week, Tanya, dude, on that Thursday, right, that we hosted the event. I was getting sick. I'd lost my voice. I was super tired, and I just needed kind of like to chill and also time to lock in as well. Like there's
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff that we even like next week and the upcoming weeks we really need to be locked in because a bunch of shit is gonna happen related to the plushies. But yeah, I don't know. Like, how did you feel like at December introducing gacha and stuff um, over there?
Yeah,
Like,
I guess like I was giving out these like physical scratchies, and like
mm,
I'm gonna make a video like people like you know like come together and scratch and like see who's winning, and like it's
oh,
always
nice.
to see like people's reaction in person. Even though we
Yep.
see a lot of streams, like a lot of streamers playing gacha, and we're clipping all the reaction video is always amazing.
Nice.
But yeah, like we chose to build scratch cards because there's always social. You can be very competitive
Mm,
with friends, and right, like seeing
yep.
who get to find like this winning symbol. So yeah, it's like really cool. But yeah, for me, like yeah, if Denver gave me a lot of inspiration to like what we're gonna build next, like what on chain
Nice.
we want to push. So I'm just
Yep.
like very stoked for them, and so like excited for all these ideas running in my head, and like just
Mm.
opt in and build it out, and push it out.
Yeah, it's kind of like putting that builder's hat when you can see the potential. Like, because obviously with Gacha, it's sort of like the first introduction of what could be and what it is, right?
Yeah.
But obviously, you're going to be evolving that platform. And for me, I can say it's a lot of fun. I just kind of like saying, like, the waifu idea is just a lot of fun. The song, when you're playing, it's just a lot of fun. Um, even the kind of like the memes that you put when either you lose or you win some stuff, that's also super fun. Like I really enjoyed, like putting it's what like $7-8, hoping to get my pengu or whatever. But it's just a lot of fun. Like I feel like maybe I'm breaking even, but every now and then I just want to play because the song is super catchy, Tanya. I don't know if you guys produced that song or whether you guys get it, but it's a lot of fun. Like I feel like I'm
The whole
listening to that song in my head. It's so much. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. Oh, I'm seeing my hoodie. I'm so excited to see my 3D plushie. Funny thing is, my friend in SF actually just bought a
Mm.
3D printer.
Oh wow.
They're
Okay.
printing like different figures in the office,
Right.
so maybe I can print my plushie as well.
That would be super cool. Yeah, I mean, once Cole is done, he's gonna send you all the files and stuff. But I can't wait. Cole, have we done any pushy with penguin traits before? I mean, obviously Luca and stuff, but like a little pudgy. I don't remember that.
Um, I can't remember if we did one. I did my one, and we did Luca's,
Yeah, yeah, and
and
Victor's as well.
yeah, I don't know if we
Yeah,
did a
but
Lil before though.
I don't know. Tanya, you might be the first one. Look at
Ooh,
that.
Yeah,
Tango coded.
Pengu coded in there. Let's go. All roads lead to Pengu. Um, but yeah. So what else? I mean, were you the only one that attended at ETH Denver, or any of your other team members went there
Yeah, two
with
of my
you?
team members are here with me.
Okay.
Yeah, like we just like crack like hacking things here,
Yeah.
showing like jamming ideas with other developers and stuff like that.
Okay.
So super excited.
So your background is mostly like techie, like developing stuff. Like
Yeah,
that's you. Okay. Right.
that's
Right.
I
Okay.
think I'm more like
Interesting.
I'm more like a product person. I don't. Well, I started coding. I started vibe coding
Okay.
because of AI and Cursor for the first time. I
Yeah.
actually code. That's super cool. Um, but I've always been like a product person, like thinking about like how things should go, like how it should feel, how we make people feel, and all that stuff. So
Yeah. Oh, that's fun though. Because I mean, I try to learn how to code for a little bit. Obviously, that's not my forte at all.
yeah,
That's why we're really lucky to have someone like Jan, for instance, right? Like he's Heike Penelope, the CTO, and obviously the game devs, right? Because I don't even sometimes when I'm in those meetings and they start talking about a lot of random stuff that I don't get, I'm like, dude, you guys are like, you guys are crazy. Like that's just another language to me. But
yeah,
yeah, I mean, I kind of try to understand a little bit, like even when I'm reading contracts and stuff, it kind of makes sense. Just
yeah.
because I did try to learn all of that, and I guess it's just some stuff that you have to do and learn, I suppose. But
Oh my
before
god,
Gacha,
really?
before Gacha, Tanya, what were you guys doing? Like, how long you been in
Yeah,
crypto, for instance?
I've been in the space for like 3 years. God, it feels so long. I've been through so many
Wow.
cycles.
Yeah.
We started like so. Gacha is the latest product like, pushed out by our parent co, which is Sleek Labs. We started Sleek Labs three
Mm.
months ago. We actually started as a metaverse back in 2022.
Oh
Uh,
wow. Okay.
Moon first. No,
Mm.
chapter X, chapter X, and then we built a ton of different products. So we keep trying. Like back then, consumer apps wasn't even a word. It doesn't even have a
Mm.
category. But we started to build like a 3D metaverse. So I'm very familiar with 3D stuff. It was pain in the ass. Um, but it was really fun. Like we render like NFT characters according to attributes in real time, so people can run around
Mm.
with characters. That was on Solana, and then we built like a ton of stuff like NFC card for people in conference to meet each other, to tab each other, and then we built Telegram bots to like connect, and then
Oh
we built
shit. Okay.
a lot of stuff like OTC points market on Blast. We built Swipe Market, which is prediction market, like Tinder
Right.
market. And then the latest one is like Gacha, which we got a ton of success. So super excited
Mm.
to continue pushing forward, and we don't need a pivot, but we need to see.
Yeah. Oh, but you guys have done a lot of stuff, and I even remember that swipe thingy. Was that
Yeah,
something related to like PG Group was pushing that with Shan? Is that the one, or is that another one?
maybe there were another swipe as well, but we will call swipe.
Right.
And then there's like, yeah, there were a few that is like Tinder for like swipe
Mm.
left or right as well. I know which one you're talking about, but yeah, I think
Yeah.
like when I told Saiger and the abstract team, hey guys, we're gonna pivot, and they were like, what the fuck is 2 weeks and 2 minutes? You pivot now? And I was like, and then they were like looking at me thinking I was like retarded or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it was one of
bro,
the best pivots, I would say, because I
yeah,
mean, I feel like a lot of people have been enjoying gacha, and obviously when you guys were put it in the or putting that spotlight on the
yeah,
abstract portal, right? It really helped you guys a lot.
yeah, for
Um, can you tell me a little bit about that experience? Like, how did that happen? Like, how did you go from like, okay, we have gacha, it started really small, and then I feel like, I don't know, like from one day to the next one, like people were like, I really like gacha. What the fuck is this, right?
I feel like from the outside in, and always when you look at these products, like the growth of any product, like Frentag or like Pump Fund, you always feel like, oh, one got candle, right?
Yeah.
Like one day only it went up a lot or like had a lot of traction, but actually to when I see it from the inside perspective, it actually built up quite nicely. We go on mainnet, and then like we started to see like users coming in, and like people got
Mm.
excited, and then we got on spotlight that kind of like give us like a boost, and it's like it go up a lot. And then like when we had batches, like it really bring in a lot of people who might not even try to, in order to get the badge, you try it out, and then once you try it out, you like we got a bunch of people excited, and they keep like playing. Then afterwards, it's not about the badge.
Mm.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. We like on the first day we got the badge, we had like maybe 20-30K
Yeah,
traffic.
wow.
We kind of like broke Pith Oracle a bit. Like we hit like a lot of RPC limits. Like, but yeah, we have a super base team of
Mm.
dev, like kind of fixing and scaling things. So we are at a very good place right now. Yeah, still a lot of traffic,
Mm.
but we're really excited. Am I holding a heart? That's so cute.
Abstract green as well, right? Yeah, that's
Nice.
super
I
cute.
love that.
Oh well.
Wait, my head is so tiny. I, my head looks like, yeah. Cole, I want a bigger head.
That's massive, bro.
Let's go.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah,
So
it was
I mean, I do kind of want to talk about like gacha per se in the because you said that, well, it was kind of like suddenly having the abstract badge and then having a lot of daily active users playing the game. Some people, it's really interesting though, because some people have actually made a lot of money playing gacha, right? Uh, just
yeah,
FYI, I'm not one of those. I wish I could be one of those, but I'm not. I'm down bad on gacha, but I'm still playing that because it's a lot of fun, honestly. Um,
yeah,
so when you pivoted, because you were talking about that, like I'm gonna bring this other product, which is gacha. Um, how did that come to your mind? Like, hey, let's maybe pivot and bring something different to maybe what guys were planning to bring. And it was like, this is it. I feel like
yeah,
this is really gonna hit with, the kind of like
yeah,
product market fit. This is gonna be the game
yeah,
that people will be playing. It's super simple. It's kind of digeny as well, and people get,
yeah,
it's just, literally hitting that
yeah.
consumer crypto narrative.
Yeah. So, I mean, like our mission for the last 3 years has always been the same, which is like to onboard a ton of people on chain without them
Yeah.
knowing. And the best way to do that is like build very simple but fun
Mm.
products that can go viral. So, um, when we built prediction markets, like people like Tinder for prediction market, people were attracted to the UI. It was like,
Mm.
oh, it's like new, like fun experience. But like two things really come to mind as number one, we didn't have a ton of diehard fans.
Mm.
Like for all the products I built in the past, like we always have, no matter how many, like we always have diehard fans, and that is like the most important
Yep.
thing. If no one loves your product, like and give you a ton of feedback and like screaming at you saying we need this, we need that, like something is wrong.
Mm.
Um, and then number two is the retention, right? Like we look at um, like the retention after election, and like prediction market kind of went down. Like I guess Polymarket is still doing an
Mm.
amazing job, but most of the volume is on
Yep.
sports, and then there are time to time that you have like big events that are kind of like Black Swan,
Mm.
or but maybe Trump being the president, you have a lot more
Yeah.
drama that you can bet on. So that's really playing to the strengths, but um, you need something that has good retention, and you need like very repeatable like action.
Mm.
So when I looked at soy markets, I told the team like, yeah, we put a ton of effort in it. Like it was only like 2-3 months old. We were on testing phase, but I had a feeling that number one, there were not enough diehard fans, and number
Mm.
two, retention not good
Yep.
enough, and we have to pivot. So yeah, and then like I guess I'm always the idea guy. I have a ton of idea like at the back of my head, and I've been thinking about on-chain lottery for a long time.
Mm.
Actually, like it just makes so much sense, but no one have managed to kind of like scale
Yeah.
it to like a very big pot. And that's what we want to do, right? We want to scale our jackpot to like a ridiculous amount. Um, that like we still need to do a lot of work to get to that. But yeah, like that is the goal, and
Mm.
that is like scratch card is something that's so simple. Like my mom understand. I'm
Yeah,
sure your auntie understands.
yeah, 100%.
and
Yes.
and and I think like one inspiration I got is like last year, like scratch card got really popular in China on TikTok.
Okay.
I mean, because like people are streaming it, like you can ask the streamer to scratch on behalf of you, like and I was like abstract is all about streaming. Like scratch card could be the most streamable product
Yep.
ever, and kind of like proven by the TikTok and Web 2. So I was like, yeah, that might work. Let's do it. And funny thing is, like before we decide to actually build this shit, like I spent maybe almost like for a month. I spent every weekend in scratch off
Oh,
shops
really?
in
Oh,
China.
wow.
Yeah, I just go to different kind of like scratch off shops and like talk to everyone. I made some we scratched together, and like I was just like talking to people, like observing what they do, asking who they
Yep.
are. Um, that was actually really fun. I lost a lot of money, but
well, now you
I
can bring
scratch
them
off.
to Gacha and be like, hey, I'm doing my work. I'm onboarding these people who like to play the physical scratchy cards, and now bring
Yeah,
them to Gacha. Um,
yeah,
did you when you pitched this idea to, let's say, your co-founders and your team members, because you guys have done a lot, right? Like you guys have that trust in with each other. When you came up with this idea and you're like, guys, I reckon this could be the hit, the one that we've been looking for. um how did that convo
I
happen
just
though? Like,
I literally just bought a ton of scratch cards
yeah.
and I gave it to everyone. I was like, we were at a DEF CON in Bangkok, and
Mm,
I was like, guys, let's go play scratch off. Let's go to
yeah.
casino. Let's buy like lottery ticket and like have the like whole team like compete and have fun.
Mm.
And then they're like,
And they got it.
this makes
Yeah, it
sense.
makes sense.
This is fun. Yeah. I think you just need to experience it
Mm.
yourself, and then and just build it, right? And then have, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think that's like the beauty of building consumer
Mm.
products. Like you just need to do it yourself and like experience it so that you know how it feels like.
I couldn't agree more with that, because obviously if you think that it's a lot of fun and you see the potential in it, you exude that sort of emotion, right? And that passion to what you're
Yeah.
doing, right? Because I can sense that obviously when you're talking about how everything came into place for you to be in the position where you are with Gacha and the stuff that will happen down the line. It's like they thought about it, they played that IRL, it made sense, it clicked, and then I just need the perfect platform for people to actually see what I'm doing and what I'm bringing with Gacha. And then I guess
Yeah.
when you had these combos with with Abstract and Saiger, which I'm assuming you go way back with Saiger being in this techie infra developer world. um how did that go with them? Like when you were like, hey guys, let's pivot, and they were like, what the fuck, but I'm bringing this, what do you reckon? um
Yeah. But you know what? I am also very excited to know more about the
oh,
houses.
you want to know about the
Um,
houses?
I just I just bought one off the floor yesterday
Mm,
to add it to our jackpot, raffle
look at
jackpot.
that.
And I did not look at the attributes, but I bought a house number, I think 39 or
Okay,
something.
was it
Um,
a small
I
or a large house?
let me check now. I don't even know their sizes
Yeah,
difference.
there's a different. There's even. I mean, technically speaking, there's three different types of houses, like the small, large, and
Oh,
mansion.
medium.
Yeah, the small one.
Wait, my house size is
Ah,
medium.
medium. Yeah, right. Medium. Yeah, for me, it's like the small one. But yeah, medium. Okay, cool. Um, yeah. I mean, these houses have crystals underneath, right? So what people need to get is like there's 444 houses plus 10 mansions. But the really cool stuff about your house is that there will be multiple ways for you to get plushie points when you play the game, right? So one of them is you go to Plushie Sensei and he will give you daily quests. So you complete them and then you get plushie points. you can go to the arcade building, play mini games, and then you can get plushie points as well. This is, by the way, everyone can play the game. You don't really need to have a plushie to play the game, but obviously, if you own one, you have more perks, right? Then the other thing is that if you don't own a house, it's kind of like IRL, right? So you go, let's say someone will go to Tanya's house, to your house, and be like, hey, Tanya, I still want to get more plushie points today, and I want to mine the crystals that you have underneath your house. And you're like, "Yeah, okay, sure. Like, you want to mine my crystals? Pay me with plushie points." We as a team, we're not gonna tell you like, hey, you need to charge them 80, 90, 100, 1000 plushie points, pp for the lol. um it's like you're gonna decide that, right? So if you, Tanya, choose that, hey, I'm gonna charge a certain amount of pp for people to mine that, and then maybe my neighbor will be charging less, it's gonna be quite competitive to see how the market will react to that, and see what's gonna be the
Mhm.
right price for people to start mining those crystals. And then that way people will get more plushie points. And then obviously these plushie
Mhm.
points, people will have to spend them to do a bunch of stuff on Plushie Island, meaning going to the marketplace and buy stuff there that you will be using in the game. And obviously with the apartments, which is, they won't have crystals underneath, but you will need specific items from the marketplace that you can place and have your dream house obviously decorated with beautiful stuff, and beautiful stuff that Cole has actually created for the game. But there will be items that will be important for the needs system on Plushie Island. So think of it as like a Tamagotchi, right? So if your plushie is
Mm.
tired, they need to rest. If your plushie is feeling a little bit thirsty or hungry, they need to drink water and have food. So your house most definitely need to have a fridge, a bed, or whatever, so they can regenerate their health and continue to do the tasks. But with these crystals, going back to the crystals, you get that plushy points. You go to the marketplace, buy a pickaxe. There's different rarities, and then you go and mine these crystals. Depending on the rarity, you might be able to get a better successful rate when you're mining these crystals. If not, then you're not
Mhm.
gonna get that many crystals, and then eventually that pickaxe will break, and then you'll have to buy another one and repeat and repeat. But the cool stuff, if you're a plushie holder, me, I'm a plushie holder, and I also own my house. But if I didn't own a house and I'm a plushie holder, then I go to Cole's house and I'll go like, Cole, I want to mine your crystals. Cool, whatever, you're a plushie holder. You mine these crystals, and then the cool thing is that now you have two options, like two different options. Either you get more plushie points, or you can level up your plushie in the game. When you level up your plushie in the game, the cool stuff is that in the soft staking platform that we have at the moment, people are yielding daily plushie points, depending on rarity and depending on the amount of time they've been holding the plushie, as long as it's not listed. But in that soft staking platform, there's a multiplier that hasn't been enabled yet, but it will be enabled when you level up your plushie. Meaning that if you start leveling up your plushie, you will be yielding more plushie points, right? So perhaps there will come a time like we know that some whales, they don't really have time to play the game, but they are yielding plushie points. That ultimately they will become the upcoming token called Cuddle. That we will be launching that on Abstract as well. So the Plushy Scuttle, the Pengu's Huddle, even now the token is called Pengu. Like before, just real quick, a small bracket. I thought that if there was gonna be a token related to the Pudgy Penguins, they weren't gonna use the Pengu name, right? So they were gonna focus on like the Pudgy Penguins is the IP and everything that we're doing, and the token we don't want to associate like the name per se to that. That was my thinking, right? So when we named our token, we were thinking that, and we're like, hey, so if the Pudgy Penguins huddle, and maybe there will be a token called huddle, so they didn't use the Pengu token, the Pengu name. What do the plushies
Yeah.
do? And we were like, if the Penguins huddle, the plushies scuttle. That was sort of like the reasoning
Oh,
for us, right? It's kind of cute. Um, so yeah,
yeah.
we have the whales that they don't need to play the game, but maybe there'll be someone who owns a plushie and actually enjoys the game and starts playing the game, and the plushie points, and back and forth, and enjoying the experience per se, and maybe
Yeah.
swapping to cuddle. But these guys, there might be some plushies that are quote unquote floor, like it's a floor plushie,
Mhm.
but because of the
Yeah.
fact that they are leveling up their plushie and it's yielding more plushie points, it will become more rare, in the sense that,
Mhm.
dude, I'm yielding more plushy points because I'm actually playing the game. Like you can do that, like I mean, obviously without the need of playing the game, but if you play the game, you can even get more plushy points. So that's the
Let's
idea. And even we have a building on Plushy Island called it's the bank, pretty much. But what it is, it's the bridge, right? So you actually need to play the game to bridge your PP to cuddle, and there's a limited supply that will be able to be swapped from PP to cuddle. But you need to use this bridge. You need to play the game, and the idea is like there might be some people, obviously, that they would just get their, the pretty much the airdrop or whatever of plushy points that they will be able to
yeah,
swap that to cuddle, but they will have to go through the game and all the way to the bank. They will have to kind of like experience all this stuff that's going on, and they might be like, hey, I actually like this experience. Like, yes, I can, swap my PP to cuddle, but hey, now I can just let's experience the quests, the daily quests that they have, right? Let's see what's up with that.
yeah,
Oh dude, they have an arcade, they have mini games. Oh, let me try that as well. Or let me go and visit people in their houses, or later on in the apartments as well. So it's kind of like, when I think about that, it's like when you go to a grocery store, right? That you're done with the stuff that you are meant to buy, and when you go to the fucking uh, counter to pay for your stuff, there's a bunch of stuff that maybe you don't really need, but then you're like, oh, you know what? I actually need some chocolate here and there, and then it's that like you will see all of that, and then at the very end, it's like, dude, maybe I actually want to play the game, enjoy the game, rather than just swapping and swapping and swapping. And then obviously there will be multiple experiences that the people will be able to enjoy on Pushy Island. So I'm very excited for that. So we started with the houses.
that
Going back to the houses is like, let's bring the houses first because they will be quite important in terms of the gaming mechanics, especially for those crystals.
mm,
Like once people understand that people will be paying you in pushy points to mine the crystals of your houses. Once that clicks, and once people start playing the game, they'd be like, I don't even know why I sold my house at point two, right? Because it's a small supply. Like obviously that's speculating or whatever, but like it just makes sense. Like these houses are quite important. And then our idea of expanding our ecosystem is with those apartments, because we think that
mm,
everyone should have a place on Plooshies Island. So the apartments, which will be a larger collection, which by the way, half of the supply will be pretty much given to Plooshies holders, homeowners, the specific traits in our collection that will get an extra free apartment. But the other half will be minted. Can't really give you guys a date. It's kind of like TBA, but quote unquote soonish. Which, by the way, we and you, Gotcha, will have some obviously spots to give away,
yeah.
so you can put that in your raffle tickets. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean that's coming, and it's
When?
when apartments. People keep asking me that, but what I want as well is that, and all of us are pushing for that. I need people to experience the game first. I really need to bring that. So
Mm,
we are pushing very, very hard with the game devs to be able to bring the beta test. Like we're gonna be rolling out the game to a small group of people first, so they can experience the game, and perhaps because you got the opportunity to play the game first, you will get something in return, right? Before we actually go public. But I want people to see the game, and then the apartments, and obviously the token should it will come after that. But yeah, it's just a matter of play the game, have fun, and hopefully we will be ready soonish. Um, but yeah, look at that, look at that. That's your pushy.
Ooh,
So cute.
can we go on like I guess Cole, can you like make it big and then I want to take a selfie of all of us. I guess I want to take a screenshot
Mm.
of all of us on this stream with
Wait.
cute.
Oh, but then we're not there anymore. Oops.
Can we have us here?
Let me try this, maybe like that. Mm.
Yeah, looks good.
Is there another like layout?
I think this is the only two that could make sense. Oh, maybe this one.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. I wait. Let me take a screenshot. Oh wait. One sec.
Can I have there we go.
Oh, there you go. Yep,
Oh
that's better.
wait.
Ready?
One, two, three.
Nice.
Woo! Oh my god, so cute. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna put my. Can I bring my plushie to my apartment?
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, yes, and to your house, like there would be like you will be able to bring your plushie to your house, obviously, and then you're gonna be able to place different, items that you will be purchasing in the marketplace with PP with plushie points.
Yeah.
Like I said, some items will be more important because of this need system that will be on the game. But yeah, you can bring your friends too. Like you can have, that's the idea of like this UGC, right? Like bring your friends. There's
Yeah.
obviously a chat system, so you will be able to chat with your
Mm,
friends. There's also a voice chat, so you can do that with your friends too. Um, so yeah, I mean, the idea of Plushie Island is like you're gonna see a lot of people on Plushie Island, your friends as their plushies,
yeah.
because every single NFT is rigged anyways. So you will be able to play as your plushie. You will
Yeah.
be able to see guests who don't own a plushie because they won't have any traits. So quote unquote, they will be naked plushies. So they can choose like, hey, out of the
Oh,
11 different
okay.
animals, I don't own a plushie, but I want to play as the red panda, right? Because I know that that's one of the main characters, so I want to be the red panda. But you'll see them even in their name that they're a guest. They don't own a plushie, but they can enjoy the game as well. They can go and have these daily tasks, daily quests, play mini games. Perhaps they want to mine the crystals to explore the island because it's a big game. Like honestly, it's quite big. We actually reduced the size of the island uh,
Can imagine.
because we have a grand vision of what could Plushie Island become. Right, it's this big community hub, not just for plushies and perhaps later on we'll see other IPs on Plushie Island where people who own, let's say, a little Pudgy or a big Pengu, they can play as their IP, right? First, you will see them as
Yeah.
AI driven NPCs. Like there will be multiple AI NPCs with these other IPs that they will give you quests as well. So picture Lucanet as his penguin on Plushie Island, telling you everything about Pudgy penguins and giving you quests related to that. And then we can create, you know, specifics, like special quests related to, let's say, gacha, right? Like now we can have you, Tanya, as an AI driven NPC on Plushie Island, right? Like I'm just, throwing out ideas and be like, hey, what do you know about gacha? And then maybe we can do some. I mean, there's so many things that can happen there. That makes me
It's a
that
black cat.
makes me very excited. But I really need to see how people gonna react to the first beta test. Obviously, it's a beta test, right? So that's the idea of a beta test, like bringing people to play the game, stress the game a lot, give us their feedback so we can tune and retune and find a little bit of details here and there up until we're ready to that public release, which I'm hoping that it will be ready by Singapore and KBW, so we can bring all of that
Oh,
there. So yeah, should be fun. Exciting times, stressful times, not gonna lie. But yeah, it's just
stress.
fun. Like I
Right.
can't wait for people to, just play the game, have fun, stream that on Abstract. Yeah.
I love my plushie, by the way, Cole. Amazing job. It's so cute. I love it. How many customized plushie have you guys done so far?
Oof, we've done this for a very long time, since 2023. It's a good question though, because
Damn.
we started doing this in Discord. It was just for our community, and it was sort of like it was actually Cole's idea to do something like this, right? And it was just pretty much Cole and I and some of our community members. It was like maybe 15, 20 of them, maybe sometimes 10. But we were just getting to know each other, right? Like the community, because it was early days of the plushies. And then at the very end, we used to do a raffle. So if they won that raffle, like a simple raffle, spin the wheel, then they will get the opportunity to get a custom plushie done by Cole. So we started doing that, I guess, maybe November of 23. And then one of our holders, he was like, hey guys, what you guys are doing is pretty unique. You should be bringing
Yeah.
this to X and YouTube, obviously now to Abstract, right? And we just needed to
Yeah.
figure out how to stream, right? Like what are we gonna need for us to be able to do that? And then the moment we started bringing those these streams to X, we got pretty good feedback from a lot of people who enjoyed this sort of dynamic. Because at first it was literally just Cole and I, and then we thought, okay, we can bring some of our community members, but some of our community members didn't want to join the stream because it was
Yeah.
more public than just Discord, right? So then we figured,
Yeah.
okay, let's bring our network, our group of friends, whether that be people who are building, builders, founders, KOLs. So we started doing that, and we, obviously we've done quite a few. I'm saying we, but in reality, it's Cole, right? So he's done quite a few. Like I don't even know the exact number to be honest, but maybe you, Cole, do you have a better idea of that? Like how many have you done?
Probably like 30, I'd say.
Wow.
Ooh, that's a
Yeah,
lot.
that's wild. Yeah, that's wild. And it used to be once a week. We pivoted to twice a week. I think we're gonna have to pivot to once a week because we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff and Cole will be quite busy. Um, so we're probably gonna have to pivot to just once a week. And but yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Like honestly, I feel like for me, I keep saying this, like if people haven't watched this stream before, but I keep repeating myself by saying this is one of my favorite things to do every week, just have the opportunity to watch Gold create
Yeah,
custom
it's actually
artwork with
it
our
actually
IP.
very soothing to watch it, and like
Yeah,
it works really well with the music that you guys have. It's amazing.
yeah, exactly. And it's funny though, dude, we didn't even play the AI music that Restream has. We forgot about that. That's okay.
Yeah, it's
Um,
probably better that way.
yeah, I agree because we didn't do that yesterday as well, right? With
Yeah, no,
VQ,
we didn't.
but it's fine. I think it's better that way because that AI shit. But yeah, Tanya, like, what else can you do? You have anything else to tell the community? Are you guys bringing more sort of like raffles in terms of like obviously
Yeah.
now you're gonna have the widely spots for the apartment mint that you could give away to people
How
there.
many
Obviously the
comments
Plooshy
do you
house. Um, But yeah, I'm assuming you're approaching, or people are approaching you, right? Because obviously gacha is being used a lot. People are playing a lot. It's a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
So
So
yes,
what's the alpha for gacha players?
the alpha is we are launching a new card tomorrow with Newt. Um,
Sheesh.
the meme coin. So super
Yeah.
excited. New card type, new token. I can't wait to see Newt's price go up as like more people. Um, I think that's definitely gonna happen. And then yeah, like I just added another pushy house into the raffle. Um,
Damn.
so guys, like for people who are part of the pushy community, join the Alpha Bot giveaway. Get
Yes,
yourself
yes, yes.
a ticket, and maybe you can win this pushy house. Um, if not, but there's still every week we have new raffles, new things coming out for the community, and we can't wait to see some of the pushy community. I know, pushy collector has been a diehard for a long time. So we're super thankful, but we are super excited. There are many, many more kind of prizes and new things coming out. But yeah, I just can't wait to get logged back in and like build cool shit so everyone have fun. And I'm gonna see you guys in the pushy house. That's
Yeah, I mean,
time. That's when you guys go on beta. Like you can't find me on like Telegram. It's gonna be you're gonna come visit me in my pushy house.
we'll see about that. Let's hope that we're actually gonna be close neighbors because there's a lot of suburbs on
Oh,
Plooshy Island. So picture like the center side of Plooshy Island is kind of like the downtown, right? Like the town hall of Plooshy Island, and then there will be multiple suburbs.
wow.
We will be placing these houses. It's gonna be completely random, so maybe some people will want to be super close to Tanya's house, right? Or they're gonna be
Oh,
super
you're
close
gonna
to Cole's
travel
house.
a long way.
Or you have to travel a long way. We have taxis on Plooshy
Oh
Island
my god,
because it is that big, right? So you have like
tax.
yeah. So picture like going all the way to the mountains so you can do your stuff with Plooshy
Oh,
Sensei, so they can give you quests. If you don't have a lot of health and you don't, and if you're walking all the way there and then you're gonna be super tired, maybe you want to take a taxi to get there, or maybe take a taxi from your house to I don't know the lake or the other stuff or
the
seeing your
lake.
friends. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I keep throwing stuff, but I just can't wait for people to see that play the game. And I'll definitely come
Make
and
it
pay you a
happen
visit for sure.
right
I wish we could play it right now. I agree. I agree.
now. Yeah, but um how can I tweet about my plushie. How can I do that?
Uh, well, Cole needs to
Export
send
like an
you.
image as
Yeah,
well. Yeah.
he
Ooh,
can
so
send it to you.
thank you. But no, thank you for having me on stream. I am super hungry. I haven't had breakfast.
Oh my goodness.
I
What time
can't.
it is for you, by the way?
It's midday to like it's like around noon now.
Okay, well, that's more like lunch rather
Yeah,
than brekkie.
yeah. But
But yeah, that's
thank
fine.
you. We are super excited for the Plushie House for our community. We're so excited to have Plushie community to play some gacha cards, and I
Yes, yes,
cannot
yes.
wait for my Plushie customized Plushie to roam around the Plushie house and apartment, and you guys can come find me there.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, Tanya. Thanks heaps for your time. Guys, you know what to do. The alphabet giveaway is in our Discord. I'm pretty sure it's in the Gachas Discord as well. So make sure to do that. Yeah, just keep scratching. It's literally
Keep
just that. Instead of saying keep clicking, I mean keep scratching, and then you might be lucky enough to get a plushy house, or win any other stuff that you can win there, like Pengu, ETH, and
yeah.
now you gave us the alpha with Newt, so looking forward to that. Nice.
Thank you
Alrighty.
so much, guys.
Thank you guys. Thanks,
Bye.
Cole. Thank you, Tanya. Thanks everyone that tune in. I'll see you guys next